Good evening, everyone. We got it fixed, thankfully. I don't know really how I fixed it. Um, don't know how I fixed it. To be totally honest, I kind of updated everything again. I checked files, etc., etc. Um, and that's really what fixed the camera. Because if you remember the last time it was live, I couldn't see myself. You could see me, but I couldn't see you now. But I couldn't see myself basically looking into the screen, so it was kind of a bit off. But if you didn't see it, watch the stream. Actually, just speaking of. I couldn't see it. I remember have the yoke that Czech stream up. Hello, Sean. How are we doing? Are we enjoying the weather? Give me a second. I'll take this down. Like the Czech thing that we were doing. I only remember that now that I had to delete that. It's up for 2 days. Imagine you remember that. I only thought it was there now. Hello, Yusuf. How are we doing? How's the Island of Man these days? How are we keeping the Island of Man? I'm sure it's lovely now this time of year with the sun. Could beat Dublin? As that's a beat Dublin. No, we're very good. It's always good to see Dublin being bet in anything because Dublin wins things far too often. I'm sure you would agree. They win things far too often. I know we're a few minutes early too. I know it's at 8:00 on Holland, but yeah, they win too much. Even in Holland or whatever the fuck, even if it's just bingo, you know. The TT races, yeah, the Island of Man would be very busy these days now. With that being on, but sure, look, it'll be good weather for it, hopefully. Because it's something like 100,000 people go to that a year. Yeah, man. So I presume it's very good for the economy and stuff like that in the Island of Man, but the amount of people that's going. Because it is very popular now, the TT races. The Island of Man's known really for that. Overcast here all day. Would you not see behind me? And that's only half of the. Like I could put it up more. Like it just you'd be blinded if I put it up anymore. The sun's just bearing in on me. Like basically, this room here is just a sauna. Like to be totally honest, it's just a sauna. Like the temperature in here is like 30 something degrees, 36 or 37 degrees at one stage earlier on. Like it's just fucking far too warm. It's just far too warm. It's something like that. It's 35, 36 or something like that. That's what it was earlier on. God knows what it is now. It's a bit cooler now. But basically, I'm dying here, basically, in this room. Well, not necessarily, but I wasn't here the majority of the day. But the last hour I was here, it's at 7:00, so I've been dying in this room. Yeah, it was cloudy this morning. Yeah, it was cloudy this morning. Then it started to brighten up around 2:00 or so. But yeah, I'm dying the last few hours here. And the Boga fan, yeah, I'm sure she were even in this, like even not with the TT races in this weather too. People be out and about if she's in a good spot, like in the beach or beside the beach. I'm in top chat. I'm at the good live chat. She'd be making a killing. But that's always good because again, self-employed people, we have to support them because if people don't buy off them, they're gone basically. What's that deal? Yeah, not bad. It's not too bad. But see, she has to make a profit on it too. So, because again, the self-employed people, I know myself. I have brothers, no, not brothers, but uncles that are employed, who are self-employed like builders and tradesmen. They work for themselves. They work for a company and stuff like that, and they need people, because again, if they have nobody getting them, it's self-employed people. People have their own businesses and stuff. But anyway, someday you see me in the Island of Man. Someday, maybe. Because someday we will go for a spin for the weekend sometime. But it's not. It's going to be another year before you might see me there. Maybe, but definitely some time this before 2030 anyway. So not that much to talk about. Thank you for the screen, as you know yourself, Sean. I'm sure you were pulling your hair out the same as me Wednesday. I can see myself typing now. I can see myself and I can see the picture behind me and everything. So that's good because like Wednesday was freaking out over it because I don't know what it was. This is the biggest thing I suppose that I don't know what really fixed it. To be totally honest, I don't know what fixed it. Like I checked the security updates, everything. Basically, I checked the fidelity of a file, the files and stuff like that. I have my computer. So basically, just checking to see where they are okay and stuff like that. So I don't know what changed really to make it work. To be totally honest, I don't really know what changed to make it work. But it did work tightly because it was weird now. Because I really didn't really do anything to make it work again. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Because there was really nothing. There was no really answer to it. So I don't know. And that was the YouTube update. So I don't know. But there was no other YouTube updates since Wednesday. Twitter was updated a good bit the last day or two. The notification just went live there. I probably should rename the other stream too. That we were out Wednesday looking at the posters. Higgly. Yeah, I just changed the title of that too so people know what the other stream was about. Because I hate the way when you're streaming your phone, it doesn't actually give you the option to name your stream when you're on your phone, like out and about stuff like that. It doesn't give you the option here. You can, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not seeing it right. But that day it just says you're looking for the winners live. So that's what it is. There won't be many people probably about today because it is good weather. You know, people be out and about out for walks. I wouldn't blame them. Like I was out a good bit today too, so doing bits and bobs. So I wouldn't blame people for going out for a walk or going to the beach if they're near hand, or even the local lake or whatever. I wouldn't blame them for going out for a drink or something. That's good weather too. They might as well enjoy it too. Because again, it could just fucking piss rain now during next week. Wait. So thankfully we get my hair cut next week too, because my hair is driving me mad too, and it's not helping me with the sweat and stuff like that. So thankfully I can get my hair cut. Probably Thursday or Friday next week. So the Saturday stream you see me with new hair and stuff. Well, not new hair. I'm not going to get transplanted like that, but a haircut basically. Long story short. So there's a bit to talk about in here today. Going blonde, no, I'm not. It's just I meant to say I'm getting a haircut instead of getting new hair. I don't know where I got that from. Apparently, you can get new hair. Uh, Apparently so. But no, we probably should get started. Let me see. I'm a bit too close to myself. What's this now? Give me a second. Sorry about that. It's just when I was about to start, see people ringing about different things. Apologies for that. See, the worst when you're streaming, because it'd be different when you're doing videos and stuff. You can pause videos and stuff, but when you're streaming, you have to answer things. It's unfortunate. I wish I had somebody that could answer the phone for me when I'm streaming the things. Oh Jesus, the philosophy. Speaking of rabbits and animals and stuff like that, I suppose we will start with just yeah, everything's that's last week. This wasn't like Wednesday wasn't the thing. Like you couldn't see this. So suppose we start with this. I talked about it in the video earlier on about dogs and stuff. You've seen it, Sean. It's in your comment there on it. So obviously campaigning and stuff like that. So one councillor here in Cavan said, "Oh, he's been very unlucky. Has been attacked by dogs 3 times in the campaign, like in the last few weeks. She's been very, very unlucky in terms of these dogs. But to be totally honest, in these cases, as far as I know, the dogs were kind of just running wild. To be totally honest, and it's not even that. There's other cases in Cavan, people being bit by dogs, etc., etc. And as you can see, it can have it can really frighten people. A walk wild like that's a dangerous. As far as I know, that's a dangerous enough dog. First 2 weeks of the campaign, 2 weeks got bitten by a golden lab. Like yeah, there's the picture there. Like it can be it can be very obviously it can be very sore, and then obviously you need to go to the hospital. Emergency room, etc. It's not the best as any other pictures now. But thankfully, I think Sarah Wiley's doing better now, like doing better than that time. Because this is a few weeks ago now. I known about this, like it says, made the night or so. Last week, I'm talking a few weeks ago, last week. But the first one was last month, I think it was. But obviously, we wish Sarah Wiley the best, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. But as you can see, it can have an effect on people because you'd be more frightened to go near a dog, even the smallest dog, etc., etc. But it just goes to show you that to just let the dogs go one wild in the place. Hello there, Fiona. And we got the screen fixed, like so I can see myself. But yeah, no, but this, as I say, it's not just for councils and stuff like that. Like, for God forbid, if it was a small child or something like that, it'd be a lot worse. Like, I don't know how the postman does it either. But no, it is a fighting experience now to have that happen to you 3 times in a few weeks. Who's clashing? I'm clashing with who? I'm not clashing with you. I'm not having a fight with him. What was that? I haven't said anything. I've done nothing. I know nothing. I'm from Barcelona. I know nothing. But yeah, so that just wanted the top of that. But obviously, if you do have a dog, it's your responsibility. Oh, he's only on now. Oh yeah, right. I wonder why. But you look at we won't be long. We'll be only here to 9 o'clock, and we were supposed to be live a bit earlier, but you look at where am I here now? So yeah, talk about this. There's other things to talk about, but a woman in her 80s was attacked in Dublin city centre. This is just off O'Connor Street as well as I know, Dublin 1, Henry Street in Dublin 1. And Helen McAtee says it's safe. It's a safe city, very safe. There wouldn't be a bit of dirt on the streets of Dublin. 85, just to say too. Like we have really some sick people in this country that just attacking elderly women at 85 years old. Like imagine doing that, not even just to an 85. Imagine doing it to a young person too. Like you have to question these things. Like why the fuck would somebody do this to an old woman? And this is in I think a 3:55 in the daytime. Like you have to ask yourself where was An Garda Síochána when this was happening. Probably busy arresting somebody for calling somebody something online. And then obviously two men arrested at stabbing this morning near O'Connell Street. So Dublin City's never been safer. It's the most safest place in the world, just to say. Um, but hopefully, she needed surgery and stuff. But hopefully, she makes a full recovery. But it was a gang of them, and then obviously this too. Let's just click on this for a second because I only heard about this earlier on too. So this is just off O'Connell Street. It's stabbing near O'Connell Street. Obviously, this is a night and stuff like that, but still, nonetheless, this is in the Dublin city centre. Helen McAtee's been saying all the guards in the city are out patrolling the streets. If they're out patrolling the streets, this shouldn't be happening. But just goes to show you, it's a very nice place, our capital city. You wonder why nobody from other countries wants to come to Ireland. You wonder why. Because this is not a good look, having these things happening in our city. But it's just insane. I can go between the two if you wish. I think Yusuf's got sick of us and left. But no, it's an insane amount of violence making a difference. So yeah, we briefly talk about this now. So as you know, there's been a lot issue in the country at the moment, immigration, etc. Millions spent security at asylum centre where staff were unfettered. This is the thing, and the people coming in are unfettered, and the staff were unfettered, and paid with cash. This is when you see the red flags going off, because I know self-employed people and stuff like that. They don't do checks or they don't do online things. They just do cash in hand because they don't want the revenue to come after them. Have to pay tax, etc. The revenue be after them. And if they were caught, the revenue would fucking kill them, basically. They would just bring them to court and destroy them, self-employed people. But straight away when you see this, shopping shifties going on when they're getting paid cash in hand and stuff, especially when they've been, like, these asylum centres are run by the government, basically. The taxpayers paying for them. So there's basically no record. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very sus. It's all right for an ordinary man who's working a 9 to 5, as an ordinary tradesman getting a few hundred a week. Like in this case, the security there are getting probably 1,000 or so a week, one person. And they're getting the cash in hand because the reason why there's no trace. So it's literally very sus. It is very, very sus stuff happening. Because they don't want people finding out how much they're paying and etc. Because it's in the millions. It's in the millions for each one of these centres. In the millions nearly every month probably. This is in the City West in Dublin, I think it is. But it's every asylum centre in the country. But yeah, just to go, you wonder why people are very upset. You wonder why millions spent on security, whether on staff were unfettered and paid with cash. Like, I never heard of such a sus thing in my life. So the people coming into the place are not unfettered. The people working in the place are unfettered, and the people who are working there are getting paid in cash. It's like the biggest scam up. But it's like you wonder why people are saying, I probably should vote for an anti-immigrant party or something like that. You wonder why. Give me a second. You wonder why. Sorry, I was just moving that here because I could see it in the corner of my eye. It was just annoying me a bit because I have it in the wrong place. I should have it over there, and it's in the wrong place. It was annoying me looking up it. I'm listening now. Listen up. Ain't fucking little, etc. But yeah, no, it's the biggest sus thing ever. Let's put it that way. Like if there ever was sus stuff, this is it. This is very sus. And then we go on to this. So this was Turnagee Hall. I don't know why, North Dublin. So this place originally was bought 30 years ago by the Irish state. They spent fucking millions to buy it. I can't remember how much it was. Probably 30 million or something. That was in the millions, right? And they paid something like for security for the last 30 years or 20 years, whatever it's been. But it's been a long time basically just lying there in this land. Because there was supposed to be a big super, they called it back in the day. They spent over 150,000 a year on security for a land that literally had nothing on it. They spent that much. So it's very scammy stuff happening. because I don't know why they needed to pay probably 30 people to stand looking at a property, like a bit of land, at 150,000 euro a year. It's just insane. Because again, this was supposed to be a prison, so they're using it as they're going to build army tents. They're going to get army tents and put them up, etc., etc. Even though it should be probably used as a prison, because the prison system in this country is over capacity. So they're just going to pluck a load of people in there as they usually do. Uh, I don't feel safe. My three daughters, my teenagers, be using the public bus, as one woman says. And obviously the usual crack, the usual situation. The residents needed no consolation. Just basically they were fucking told, we're not going to bother telling you until the last minute. And you can't object to it. Nobody can object to where we put people. Nobody can do it. You know, the usual carry on from the government, and you wonder why people are very upset. Yeah, and they're going to get army tents, etc., etc. Obviously, all young men. They are just literally going to be young men. Oh, it says it here. Tony Gore was put by the state in 2004 for nearly 30 million, but remained unused for the past 2 decades. Like, that's the best part of it all, that it hasn't been used. They bought it and they never used it. And they were supposed to build a prison, as to say, a modern prison and stuff like that. But sure, they never did. And the prisons in Ireland, as you know, at the moment, are just full of at capacity. And then there's and they're all like male. They're all crying about these this and that and the other. But yeah, there we are. Just the usual carry on from the government. Just pluck them in here. Yeah. Tony Gahar, did I say? What I probably said another thing. I didn't see that. No, I can't say. No, I didn't see it. I heard something about it. Something around that area. There was a protest or something. I don't know much more about it. There was a. Where am I? Yeah, it's very sus, these kind of things that's happening at the moment, especially in that situation. It's very sus. Where am I here? Yes. So this is Minister Peter Buck. So there was supposed to be modular homes put into Coolock in County Westmeath, 18 modular homes, probably 300 possibly. So long story short, just pause this. So long story short, at the end of this, is that basically they didn't have permission. They didn't have any planning permission, as far as I can gather. Because that's the reason why they were set back, is there no planning permission, and they probably won't be coming back now after that. Can fuck up, because they, we know them, we know ourselves. They just fuck them down, and they don't care about planning permission. But somebody must have said, the people know about it now, and he's a fucked now. So that's probably what happened here. But basically, they came all the way from Derry or something like that. These modular homes, and they had to go back home where they came, the modular homes. Now, it's actually another thing I wanted to show in relation to that now. It might take me a second to get what I'm looking for. Where the fuck does that much stuff? What is wrong here now? Peggy. Twitter down, is it? Is Twitter down? What's the story? I think it's down, Twitter. Yeah, it looks to be down. Interesting. Sorry, now, would anybody able to confirm that? Must be down, because I won't load on my phone too. So I presume it's down. Wonder why that is. Don't know, to be totally honest. You're up there in Donegal. Jesus, well for you. Don't know what's happening here now. Um, give me a second now. Yeah, supposedly you're supposed to be able to see the Northern Lights tonight. I don't know what's happened with Twitter. Uh, don't actually know. That's interesting. Oh, I didn't even notice. Um, Interesting. Hmm. Don't know why that's happening. Hmm. I don't know. It wants me to log in again, but I don't know what's the problem. It might be because it rebranded itself to X.com or something like that. So I don't know the bit of that. Give me a moment. Don't know what's happened here now, the bit of the answer. I should probably look that into then later on, the bit of the because it's telling me to sign in again for some reasons, but I don't know. Hmm. Don't know why that would be happening. So you're saying to me it's okay. I see now. So I don't know why. I wanted me to log back in. Uh, it seems to be fine now. Because see, the reason why I think it happened. Listen for a second. Because X rebranded itself to Yoke. What do we call this? To what do you call it? We branded it to X.com basically. And it'll just give me a second. I have to log back into my phone now. I log back into my computer and stuff. So I don't know why. So I assume everybody have to, like log back in or something like that. Which is a nuisance. That's admit. That's admitted. It is a bit of a nuisance, but anyway. So sorry, but it's, again, the worst things happen on live stream. Everything always happens on live stream. Like any other day of the week, this wouldn't be an issue, basically. So give me a second. I have to log in back to my phone. Now I have to try and find the stuff that I want to see. Apologies about this, everyone. Again, it always happens when I'm streaming. Sorry about this, everyone. Give me a second. Oh, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry, I have to just do something else too in a few. So give me 2 seconds. Hello again. Sorry about that. We're back in business. Gonna happen at the worst. Anyway, I have to try and find the other yoke I was looking for, but sure, look at. I suppose it doesn't matter now. So we're ready to start again. Apologies again, everyone. Again, I wish I could have knew that. So guess who's back? The former Garda Commissioner, Noel O'Sullivan. She's leading the policing committee, advising politicians on their safety, etc., etc. Chair was the task force examine level of abuse and stuff like that towards politicians. Now, obviously, we do agree there's threats made against people's families and threats made against like politicians, like threats, physical threats. Um, but apart from that, just call them like just saying to them you're a traitor or something like that is not really a threat. But probably will if the girls got away with it, they probably would arrest everybody for calling them a traitor. Um, you know. But this is the thing, like nobody's like the newspapers here, like who's the breaking news Ireland. None of them are willing to ask why are people so upset with the politicians. Nobody's willing to ask that question because there must be a reason why people are very upset. They're very angry with politicians, etc., etc. And especially we see at the doorsteps now people being very angry. No newspapers willing to ask them questions. Even though this cretin shouldn't be here, there's no Noel O'Sullivan. She should be gone. She shouldn't be anywhere in on God Street O'Connor. She shouldn't have a job, to be totally honest. That's to be totally honest with you. But sure, look, that's the way this country works. This is very off-putting now. This new Twitter thing. What has this got to do with? Is there any way of darkening this? Hmm. Everything's gone to shit. Everything's gone to shit now. It's the worst thing when things happen. I know you're fine. No, it's just I'm more giving out at the moment than anything else, because things are just not working for me. Like Twitter wanted me to log back in basically because they rebranded themselves X.com and stuff like that. So it was just a nuisance because I basically had to go to my tablet and log back in. No, it's all right now. It's back, but it's just I don't know. It's kind of weird. But I had to log back in on my tablet, my computer. I've probably logged in my other computer too back in. So it is a bit of a nuisance to be totally honest. With my phone and stuff like that. That's what I had to do just there. So I was logged in case somebody wanted to contact me or something like that. If that makes sense. So that's why I was a bit annoyed because it's a nuisance having to go through so much tech like stuff. Um, in what in which regard and what regard? Which way what? Sorry, uh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, Such a nuisance, man. Right. Sorry, I'm just getting used to the new thing. um, just let me see because I hope it automatically just lets me log in. Um, Instead of having to re-log in every 10 seconds. Yes, it does. Okay. Very good. Oh yeah, right. I was wondering. I didn't know. I thought you were talking about me. I said something or something like that. Sorry, I'm doping a bit. See, with this thing going on now at the moment. So what I gather was they obviously we branded to Rex.com. So I presume everybody will have to log back in at some stage because it's probably just the luck for bots or something like that. So that's what it means because that's the first time in donkey's years Twitter has made me log in because it's the first time ever really in a long time. So I don't know what was the positive problem with that, but um, shut up. Hmm. Yeah. Well, what were you saying? I suppose. uh, because I'm just trying to fix other stuff. No, everything's breaking. Um, No, something about something. Yeah, everybody's probably gone to this thing, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, right, yo. I don't even know whether we look in a second how that sound, but the article that I was supposed to get up that time on book. Uh, so Zelensky's not happy at the moment. He's looking for $5 billion. And more money actually. So he's looking for 30 billion. So he's looking for 30 trillion. Kiev only has a quarter of its aid. The Feds need to hold the foot like Vladimir Zelensky has said. Um, and literally, this is the thing. As I say, how much more do you need? You've been given trillions. Like the United States is literally giving you fucking billions, like trillions. One country alone is giving you trillions of money and it's giving you weapons and ammunition and everything under the sun. Like, what do you mean? Can you not? Where is all that money gone if you can't do anything about it? Like, why is he saying to other people, give us things, give us more money and this, like that? But they literally have been given, like, they couldn't have all the money the United States had literally given them about less than a month ago. And then money before that. And then they're giving them another 2 billion or something like that the other day. So where's all this money going to? Because let's be fair. Let's be fair. Trillions, and they're crying saying they want more money, it's insane. Because they hear the media, a few months ago, you think the Ukrainians were going to take Moscow the way they were going on because the war was won and finished, but that didn't happen. So Gaudi have issued an advice to like people, councils, stuff like that. More than 60% of the councillors have experienced threats and intimidation and harassment. So basically, they're wondering why, basically in this article, as we were saying the other day, they're wondering why people are very upset about with the politicians about different things. They're wondering why. Obviously, nobody should be threatening somebody or something. Obviously, that goes without saying. But just saying to somebody, I don't agree with what you're doing, you're a traitor and stuff like that, that shouldn't be for abuse and stuff like that. You're just basically saying what you believe, what you think of the person. Obviously, you don't go, as I say, threatening people, go to their house or something like that. You don't do that. But just saying to them that, I don't agree with you, I won't be voting for you or something like that. That's okay. It's nothing more than that. But basically, they're crying that people are calling them out, basically, for what they're doing. So that's mainly the thing. That's mainly what's happening here. Look for that other article. We'll be soon going in a few minutes anyway. We won't stay much longer tonight now. See, I'm a bit annoyed now over this Twitter yoke. See, I tell you what happened because don't say what me the lie. I was going to get fucking mad if I was going to tell me please log back in. So long story short, I don't know. Everybody else probably has it, but oh my god, Twitter used to be not like this, so it's all very dark. It's all gone very dark, like things like that. So I presume this is for everybody. It seems like it's for everybody. So before that, it was all kind of a white background and stuff like that. So I'm hating this already. So it's, and then it's obviously x.com now. It's not Twitter. It's x.com. So that's what happened with it. Don't know why I wanted me to log back in, but sure, look at I'm in anyway. It was just infuriating because it was a bit annoying. Hello? Anyway. I think he's in a stable condition. That's what they said the last thing that was said about him. He's earlier on today at some point that he's stable. So they didn't kill him, but he's probably seriously. He's definitely seriously He's going to have it for the rest of his life. His injuries, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So basically, he's not. He's still alive, but he's not doing okay. But no, he was only shot 4 times. I think, or something like that. I think it was 4 times, something like that. Yeah, stable condition. So the government, the Finnish government at the moment, just to say, um, I think this has been the nearly 6 or 7 confidence motion, and like vote against them. So it's not going well, as you can see for them. Their expression that it's not going too well. It's not much confidence, because they got it through. Like they were able to survive, but in the 7th time, and it only been less than a year, it's not possible. Especially when you see this doesn't really give you confidence. They are confident in themselves, you know. You know, um, you know. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. I hate it all. Where the it's Joe. Oh yeah, Donald Trump and Joe Biden are going to debate at the end of next month, I think. Not this month. No, not the month that we're in at the moment, May. It's going to be end of June. So are we looking forward to that? So yeah, we've seen what I'm about to show you. We've seen this before. It's been a commenting. Um, basically outside abortion centers in England. Basically, if you're praying, so this person's in someone outside an abortion center, etc. So just silently praying, like you're not even praying out loud in his head. He's praying in his head. Are you praying? And we're going to arrest you for praying. How dare you? And stuff like that. Dangerous. As basically this person says, are you here praying for the lives of the unborn children? You're a terrorist. We have to arrest you. This is worse than terrorism. And when there's literally somebody down the road, this is the best part of being stabbed. This is in London, some part of London, and literally somebody down the road being stabbed, and the police are more worried about somebody praying outside an abortion center. We can't have that. We can't have that. So we're going to arrest you. But the person down the road who's getting stabbed, we don't care. It's some power that's after turning up on a boat. We don't want to get involved. But if you're praying outside an abortion center, by God, we're going to throw the book at you. It's just very stupid because he's literally praying in his head, and the police are going around being the top police. This has happened before in England, but it's going to happen here soon because they're going to pass the safety regulation around abortion centers. So old women who are praying in their head in Ireland, it's going to be hostile. The armed support unit will probably be set out to get rid of them. And probably get the Wyatt squad out and they can batter the heads of them. That's what they're going to do here. Like this is just what this is going to happen here. Basically, are you praying? We can't have that. Yeah, he's in court today, I think, or something along them lines. Morning with the shadows all the night. So I talked about this probably a long time ago, but no, it's stupid. I wouldn't mind maybe if he's praying out loud. Maybe you could argue that he's disturbing the peace. But yeah, well, they should say, the way the justice system would work, they'd be like, you shouldn't be there, but etc. etc. But yeah, hopefully they do. But it's insane that the police are there. There's 2 of them there. Questioning why you're praying outside in the bush. That there's literally somebody down the street being stabbed in Dublin, in London. In the meantime, like it's insane. That's going to happen here. The girls will be running around trying to get people who are praying outside the portion centers here in their head, nonetheless. it's going to be passed that legislation. Well, I think they already have passed it, just implemented. So this is in England and Wales, and as you see, uh, interesting. It's not Jerry or Mary or whoever. Mohammed is the second most popular name in England and Wales, and a very British name. It's the same in Galway. I'm sure you remember Galway had literally the most popular name is Mohammed. Uh, in Ireland and England, call me country call me old fashioned, but what happened to British and Irish names? Let's put it that way. Is this not because usually when people turn up to some country, you should assume it's country and stuff. I call your children whatever Irish names, English names, but they always still keep their names from the home country, wherever they came from. But yeah, long story short, I agree with this. I don't care what basically what he said. Like in Ireland and England and Wales, wherever the Western world, this shouldn't be in number 2 or number 1. Maybe you should be very aware. You can hear it, but if you come to, you should really change your name. Because again, you're in a country that has its own history, etc., etc. It shouldn't be number 1, but it just goes to show you the change in the population. Basically, I couldn't get the word out, but you get what I'm saying. It's the same here in Ireland. Probably soon this will be probably second. This will be second, just across the whole country, and stuff like that. But long story short, there's a lot of young men coming here, so it's definitely going to be up sooner or later. Call me old-fashioned, but that's just my opinion. That it shouldn't be, because I'm sure if we went over to their country and said we're going to call anybody that every child that gives birth, we're going to call them Jack and Mary and Johnny and stuff like that, I'm sure they would have an issue with that. We would probably not see the next day. Probably, long story short. Bum, 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 bing, bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, just talking actually about dogs, etc., etc. Just actually talking, but just it's funny we happened to mention it. Talking with Sarah while the other one. Mick Barry Chidi has been bitten by a dog. As you can see, it can be pretty. You might not think, but you have to go to the hospital and everything, get an injection. It's not the best thing to have, and obviously, I don't agree with Mick Barry and his politics, etc., etc. But hopefully, he's okay after being bitten by a dog, because it is bad. I never been technically by a dog, but I've been stung by a bee, etc., etc. And this is so bollocks of a thing. Like, I've been stung by a bee. You can only imagine the dog; it's 10 times worse. So obviously, wish him the best. But it just goes to show, if that was a small child, it can really do harm to a small child. It could really kill them, nearly. If a dog's that vicious. But obviously, send them our best. Even though, again, I don't agree with the for-profit, but nobody should really have to be attacked or anything by a dog. So hopefully, he's better now. Hopefully. Yeah, like there's loads of different variants of it. Yeah, I would say. But what I'm trying to say, the British name should be on the top. Like if you come to Ireland or England, you should really change your name if you want to assimilate into Irish culture or English culture, etc., etc. But none of them want to. None of them will. And just go. And again, this is the main thing. It shows the demographic change in the population. Because I'm sure if an Irish woman, an Irish man, have a baby, like she has a baby in the morning, I'm sure she's not going to call it that. Let's put it that way. She's going to call her Jack, Mary, John, Roisin, all these Irish names, all that Gaelic names. So there's obviously people coming from Timbuktu that's calling their children that. Seriously, that's what I'm trying to say. Because I'm sure to God, it's not a woman called Roisin calling her daughter I don't know, but calling her son Muhammad or something like that. I don't think so. Maybe what's in the blue moon, but not likely. So just goes to show people coming in. Yeah, like you don't see Santa. Like in fairness, We should have that at the top of the Irish names, like Sana. But we don't see that because it's technically more Finnish than Irish. I never met somebody in Ireland called Sana. I met somebody called Sonia, like people called Sonia. Sonia's a popular enough name. But Sonia is a bit different than Sana, like it's more in Finland. There's loads. I actually followed 6 or 7 people from Finland that are called Sana. So it's popular up there, if that makes any sense, in Finland. But it would be uncommon here to just have somebody called Sana. It makes sense in Finland because that's where it seems to be originated up in Scandinavia. But I'm just saying, if we went off to the Middle East and started calling all the women give birth, call them Jack and Jill, I'm sure they wouldn't be too impressed. That's what I'm trying to say. The authorities there. Bum, 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 bum. What was I thinking of? What was it? It was something I was going to show, but I can't remember now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you get what I'm saying. It goes with like just Muhammad again was the most popular name in Galway. I was just using an example, but any name like that shouldn't really be up on the highest list. I don't think it is anymore, but the year before that was in Galway. So GTA 6, the new Grand Theft Auto game, is set to come out sometime in September, October next in 2025. So, long story short, if it's not a good game, the whole place is going to turn into civil war, basically. There's going to be just civil war. If this game is like Fallout 76 or something like that, after waiting so long, there's going to be war. That's what in the world. There's literally going to be war over this. But long story short, we have a long time to wait too. Let's put it that way. A whole year and a bit. So, we're looking forward to that. Anything else you need to talk about? I don't know why Elon Musk decided to change it to X.com and stuff like that, and X. They should just fucking kept it to Twitter. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Also, what the fuck? Yeah, technically, but it's it doesn't really. The reason behind it is the thing that it really needs to be talked about. Why is there so much babies being given birth with this name, from another country, from another place? Because it just goes through the demographic change, the population change. They're not all ethnically British. There's people from Timbuktu coming in. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I think we're too busy talking about the name instead of the population change. And that's what they want. They want you to talk about the population, like the to name more than the population change. They don't want you thought of that fact that people are being replaced. The names of Jack and Jill are being replaced. Other people are taking over, basically. To put it lightly, when you see that kind of thing happen. It'd be the same in Cavan if that second name turned up, O'Reilly and O'Rourke, O'Connor and stuff like that. Particularly O'Reilly would be gone. And Brady there too. It'd be some other name from Timbuktu. And that's what people don't are too busy worried about the name more than the reason why behind it, why there's so many, because it goes shows the mass migration is having a huge effect on people and society, and the native people have been replaced, and that's the thing. But that's just the way I see it. Maybe other people see it different, but it's just the way I see it. Because it's the same in their countries. We wouldn't want to go over and say that your most popular name is Jack now. You have to put up with it. I don't think they would, but get what I'm saying. And it's not country incentive or anything, but it's just what Irish names and then in Ireland, Ireland really, But where was the poll from News Talk? Sorry, the West Brit crowd. Because it's not just me who's saying it about immigration stuff. Like everybody's saying it. But yeah, no, I'm just saying they wouldn't put up with it in wherever in the Middle East. They wouldn't put up with it if you came along and said, "Oh, Jack is the most popular name now." Operation Transformation is leaving us, unfortunately. They're going to get rid of it. Isn't that a terror? Jeez, I have my handkerchief out. Where in the name of God is this yoke? Also, Eamon Ryan has woken up today. He's woken up yesterday. Good evening. Now, I only you used to come at the last moment. Jeez, I hope you enjoyed your travels. Yeah, probably will. No, I don't think it done too well for 40. Let's put that way. I don't think they will return because I think the numbers are just not had enough. So Eamon Ryan is very he's understandable with immigration. People are very upset. It's understandable and stuff like that. Even though we'll just keep doing the same thing we're doing, it's understandable that people be upset. But we're going to keep doing the same thing as we're doing all the time. We're not going to listen to people. Isn't it great? Oh, weight scales, will it? I only know off it because the person down here. No, wasn't the person I'm talking. That's Alan's fittest family, though. No, I only know about it because I often heard about people saying about. I never watched it. Totally honest. I knew what it was, but I didn't. Never really cared for it. Totally answer, but because it's on radio, television show, and anything on radio, television show, and it's fucking shit. Where in the name of God is this? Yeah, I often heard people on Twitter and stuff like that talk, but that's what I really know. But I've seen the odd clip on it on Twitter. That's about it. Never really cared very much. I knew what it was, and never was really interested in it. I watched Alan's Fittest Family once or twice, but that was it. That's what I was thinking of. Because Ireland fit his family, the people down here in Buttersbridge won it 2 years ago. So that was the only reason why I was watching it. Because they won Ireland fit his family. So I was interested to see what they won it and they did. So that was the only reason why I watched it at that time. Yeah, but they are very fit now. It's always every time I'm out in the roads and stuff like that, always that one in the walk and they're just mad. Like one in the walk, they're very, very fit. They are very, very fit. I vote to disagree with them winning it because they are generally very, very fit. The whole lot of them, the whole family's just extremely fit. Like it's insane. Like they're always doing something. Like they're always walking, running, or doing GA. Like it's crazy. I don't know how they get all the energy to be the answer. But no, fair play to them anyway. We're in the name of God. Oh, there we are. Finally, about time. 900 years later. Well, in what donation? Which are we talking? Oh, we're talking about the young lad. Well, I meant to show it actually when the time the Twitter thing starting to get out, but I meant to show when the time the Twitter thing. So there was a young lad in Westmead, I think it was. Oh no, it's always in Clonmel, I think it was. Yes, that you just would accept. Well, said thank you. Save me a few breaths of fresh air. But yeah, basically he left to say, which fair play to him. Yeah, that's the name of the pair. But he left all the tours and said, "Fuck it all," and off I go. And fair play to the young lad for doing it. I think I know he has a job. But yeah, he got a job. He got a new job. So hopefully all goes well with that. But we need a lot more like him. But again, a lot of people won't do what he did. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. I seen it. I seen it on Mick O'Keefe's Twitter that he got a new job and stuff like that. So that's what I was worried about. But he got a good bit in GoFundMe donations and stuff like that too. See, I didn't see it in time. I would have donated something, but I didn't see it. He doesn't. I didn't want any more donations, so I was going to send him a few bob. But he didn't want any more. He was happy with what he got. So, which no, but in fairness, it was it's a tough thing to stand out from the crowd and stuff like that. So, hats off to him, and hopefully all the best in his future. But we do need a lot more like him. Yeah, well, that's good. As long as he got something. I was worried that he'd be sitting, be given nothing basically. So he got something. As long as that he got something. That's what I was worried about. Yeah, like the suspended and stuff like that. It was in 4 hours and stuff like that. So I didn't know what was happening really at the time. And then I heard there was a GoFundMe, and then at that time I was like, I donated a few bob, and then I looked at the message and said, oh, he doesn't want anymore. Yeah, but a lot of it again, it's hard to stand out from the crowd. It's hard to stand up from the crowd. It is a hard thing to do. It was something like 6,000, 6,000, 7,000, something like that. I can actually find out now. But I look now. It was a good bit of money. Now it was only in 4 hours and stuff like that. So it was an insane amount of money in 4 hours or something like that. But see, it was very short note. If you wouldn't have paying attention on Twitter, you wouldn't have seen it. Where is Mick O'Keefe? No, Twitter about that. See, there's that much stuff on my Twitter that's just insane. Hello, my God, I need to. Can I please go down the thing? Game, Piggy. I get it now. It might take me a second to find it. I wouldn't mind, but I've seen it on Twitter oftentimes and didn't pay any attention. Um, Where in the name of God is it? I wouldn't mind. Oh no, it might not be here now. I don't know. I find out the way I find out. I haven't got it to hand now, but it was a few thousand anyway. So thankfully, it was around 6 or 7 thousand, as far as I remember. That's what I think it was. I don't know. Don't quote me now, but it's something like that. Uh, so don't quote me now that I'm there. But if I find out, if I see anything on Twitter, I find out. I haven't got it to hand at the moment. But no, I just briefly touched on this before I go for tonight because we leave it probably there after this. Um, so two-thirds want more closed immigration policy. So news talk is quieting about how people are very upset with the amount of people coming into the country. 63% of the poll said they're in favour of a more closed policy, reducing the number of asylum seekers. So this is not good news for the government. You see this, 63%, this is not good news. Long story short. Meanwhile, 15% said they want a more open voter policy, while 60% the current policy is just right. The way they just say it's just right. It's just right. But long story short, not good. When you add these two numbers together, they don't add up to this, So it just goes to show you the vast majority of people, well, to be totally honest, I don't know who these 15% were the more open, but like they were just a Sinn Féiners. To be totally honest, just what open voters, like that's what literally what they want. Because if the ticket's bad at the moment, imagine if there was literally well, to be totally honest, there's not much stopping people coming in now, so there's only a small sliver of stuff stopping them. Getting dark, yeah, it's getting dark. Like you see here, everyone is just fucking pure by. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear what he was saying. See, I don't really care about anything. I don't listen to news talk. They just they want to rejoin the comment, so that I need to say any more about what news talk is. I don't really care about news talk. But I presume he was talking with immigration or something. But yeah, long story short, people are not happy. So I think anybody could see that. But anyway, I think we'll leave it there for tonight because I think we've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. So we leave it there. Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll probably be back Wednesday. All going well. All going well Wednesday. So we leave it there for the moment. So enjoy the rest of your evening, the weekend, the rest of the weekend you have. And I talk to you again. We talk more Wednesday. Like the whole mainstream media is just delusional. But anyway, take care, everyone. I appreciate it as always. We talk again Wednesday, and see you then. And bye.